Well, good morning, everybody. This is a new new one on me. It's going live streaming in the van in the morning. So I hope this works out well, and we'll check it out. I hope everybody's doing groovy out there. A few topics. Yeah, last night tried a spot that I've been to a few times, and it seems pretty quiet at night. But man, I just wonder if it ever gets easier in this kind of urban environment to find a place to actually feel comfortable sleeping. Like almost comfortable, yeah, but you're parking in the public domain and life happens with or without you for sure. So it's like it just it just happens quick, you know. Even the little things like the trash pickup, you hear that. I was parked in this one really, I probably should have showed you guys, but it's one place off the road and quiet by a church. And at 6 o'clock this morning, beeping and sirens, and those two big trucks behind me with cones set up at a church parking lot. Well, kind of on a street, but unbelievable. And right before those guys, and the trash guy came back at 6. So I guess it's time to get up and move anyhow. It's just a little early, especially when, you know, get off work at 10. You're not going to crash till midnight. It just doesn't leave for a whole lot of sleep. But that being said, another thing I tried to do is get online and see what the garbage pickup route was. And they can't make it easy. No, 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 no. They just don't give you a map and times. They want you to enter your address. They're not going to let you know where they're going throughout the city. They want where do you live, and then we'll tell you when it comes by your place of residence, not anybody else. So it is what it is. I mean, that's just the world we live in, I guess. But it's, things are so departmentalized nowadays. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. It really is. Like, okay, so I changed credit cards the other day, and just to swap my credit card over for my hotspot, right? Just to like, hey, I want to make the payments on this card. That was like 3 hours on the phone. Like my whole morning shot over just that. And then to do the phone because it's like different. I do prepay on the phone. That was a whole nother huge deal. That was a couple of hours just dealing, and that's it's something that's very simple. Um, but they try to all these automated things you call up. They just do loops, and if you can't navigate them, it just takes time. It's ridiculous. Nobody talks to humans anymore and gets things done. Automated phone calls just drive you nuts. And then, well, create a username or password. I'm just curious to how many username and passwords people have to have nowadays to live. Like, I bet I have 10, 20, I don't know. It's hard to keep up with. It's ridiculous. And I wonder, really, if I step back and look at it, what the overall meaning behind that is. Like, why do they make it like that? For security, nah, I just don't think so. Maybe it is kind of leading into kind of a transhumanism society we're getting into. There's this little country, I forget the name right now, but it's south of Russia, um, super tech little country, probably the most advanced tech country in the world right now, and those guys, they have one card that does it all. Even though you give up completely your sovereignty because it tracks everything you do, that one card is it has everything: your medical, driver's license, money, debit, identity, health records, everything. Like your whole life is this virtual card, right? So that being said, there's a weird little line right here. That being, is that better? that being said, so people like it. They say at the end of the year to do your income taxes, it takes like 3 minutes because everything's already done. It's all virtual and digital, which is going to appeal to a lot of people because that's how society's going more and more and more. Just like the smart house. Before didn't have lights, oil lamps, and we got lights. And then the television, we had to actually get up and switch the channels and turn the light switches on. Now, oh yeah, man, it's such a pain to turn on the light switch or switch the channel. Let's come up with a automated system where we'll just speak it out. We could just be like a little blob, a little vocal cord, and then talking to your smart speaker, to your smart house to do these amenities for you. Just because it's such a task to physically move nowadays to do things. And then the Neuralace is coming up. Yeah, so you won't even have to speak. It's too much of a hassle to even talk or speak out. So we're just going to neuralace your brain, and you just kind of think about it. Oh, and then the next step, yeah, you know what? We're just going to program your brain to think what we want you to think in order to submit those patterns that we want you to do. Anyhow, well, okay, I'm getting a little off topic for sure, and it's time for caffeine. So if you will bear with me, I'm going to pull in here, and we're going to get some caffeine. Yeah, for the morning. I probably should be making my coffee, definitely. So this is one little bite that I've done this morning. I've kind of, but anyhow, that was my little channel. I don't want to go too long on this, and I hope you guys liked it. And tell me in the comments if this platform works out well. We'll catch you on the next time.